big thing? Well, I know it's OTAs. How's that relationship going, communication going?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great, man. It's a football building. It's just great to get in here with these guys and to learn the system and just learn to distill away, learn how everybody do things. And man, it's been amazing though. It's been everything I thought it would be when I first found out I got traded here.
Specifically with Joey, I mean, it came out the other day, the best of the game. What's your reaction when a guy says something like that?
My reaction is you're supposed to. You ask me that same question, I'm gonna say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But that, especially with a young guy, you love that confidence. You know, Joey spent a lot of the season last year following guys. You know, matching up with guys, and he did a really good job. So just to know that he coming into this season with that confidence it only gets you excited just to see what he's gonna do for real.
Talking specifically about Mike Tomlin, what did you expect on the outside, and then being around him every day? What have you sort of?
I mean, when you're on the outside looking in, man, you think exactly what you see in the interviews. You think that he's a very genuine guy. You think that he loves football and he loves the Steelers. And then when you get here, that's exactly what it is. You know, that's exactly, you know, he's a very transparent guy on how he feels and what he like and what he don't like, and he's just a football guy. And I think he's a big reason for the standard and for the culture being the way it is here. Because just being here the few weeks I've been here and being in the team meetings and seeing him walk around and just, you know, see how he engaged with the guys and how he talk, and it's everything you thought it would be, just being on the outside looking in. And it's just a blessing being here. You get to see that type of greatness, not only from players but from coaches too, up close. You know, and it's been a great experience for me.
Part of a new defense, what goes into just building that communication and those relationships? Obviously, communication back there in the secondary is a big part of it.
A lot goes into it. I played in Carolina for all my career, but I've had 5 different defensive systems that I had to be in. So even though I was in the same, you know, uniform, I still had to make sure we honed in on those details. And so it's kind of the same way here, just making sure you learn every little detail, you understanding the language, because that'd be the biggest thing when you learn a new defense is, you know, the last defense, it was called this, now it's called this. So just really wrapping your head around the verbiage and understanding, you know, what the coaches want from you and what they expect in certain stuff. So yeah, it ain't been that much of a learning curve for me, but it's just been a real thrill just getting in here, learning, you know, how this thing rolls so consistently year in and year out. You know, and it's just happy to be a part of it.
Donte, you said if I'd asked you that same question, you would have said, yeah, 100%. I am. Why is that?
I mean, because I played in this league 6 years. I've been a match follow guy. I said how many systems I've been in, and one thing that always stood the test of time is my ability to make plays, my ability to go out there and match up against the best guys, my ability to go out there and hit and tackle. So I feel like when it comes to like just playing corner, yeah, you can do all the rankings and stuff, but I feel like I'm a complete guy, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really too much care about putting myself up and all that, man. I just care about being a solid, consistent guy, and that's what I've been throughout my career, and the tape don't lie.
How much were you able to watch Joey Porter Jr. in his rookie year, and how excited are you to be able to team up with him?
I watched his defense a lot last year, just to watch that pass rush go. And this is before I even knew I was going to come here, and I just being a defensive guy, you know, you want to see a lot of defense that's doing it at a high level. And we were a top defense last year too, but part of it because we studied what other teams were doing. So I seen a lot of Joey film, and I seen a lot of what he do, really the whole secondary last year. And I'm just excited to see him continue to grow. He's very smart player. Just by the questions he asks and just from by the stuff he see on the field, you already know that instinct is in him. I mean, his dad was a great player here for a long time. So everything else is just going to be him getting out there and just going to do it, man. I'm excited to see him.
I feel like your role in this defense will be any different from what you did in Carolina?
I don't think so. The first time when I first, got traded here is basically what they said, man. Get ready to go match, get ready to go follow guys, get ready to go and do what we know you do well. And tackling is one of my big strong suits. Being my size, people don't expect me to come up and hit. So that was another thing that stood out. They just knew I'd be a perfect corner for this system and for this division. And I'm excited to put my talents or what I've been doing my whole career on such a big stage like this one. I can't wait.
Brady sort of views that as a prerequisite to the position, right? Your position coach.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, just going up there and matching wits with Coach Coach Grady has been amazing. He's very detailed guy, detailed coach, and that's kind of how I come up learning this DB thing. So just being with a guy like him, it's been amazing. It's been a big learning curve, but it's been amazing just getting up in there, learning stuff, and hearing how he explains stuff like that.
Is part of that excitement being teammates now with TJ and Minka?
Of course, 100%. Me and Minka came out of high school the same year. We went to a lot of camps and stuff together in 9th, 10th, 11th grade. He went to Bama, I went to LSU, so we always kind of, I always watched him. I always seen him. I always thought he was a great player. Now just coming to see him be the All-Pro he is now, and now getting to come and play with him it's been crazy just to see his attention to detail out here in his OTAs. Just the way that he takes charge of the group and the way that he takes charge of the defense, man. It's been amazing to see.
They moved you from side.
Were you trying to set a physical tone out there?
Oh, nah. I was just doing my job, man. I really wish I could avoid that little collision, that little mini collision right there. But just doing my job and turned up that he was right there. But I really wasn't trying to do none of that. I saved that for what's that? What we go do camp at? Still learning. I saved that for Latrobe.
Have they moved you guys around a little bit, left and right, or are you?
Yeah, me and Joey, we kind of flip every little team event we do. We kind of flip sides because we both gonna be matching guys. We both gonna be following around. So it's best that we just go to doing both sides like that. He didn't stick on one side last year. I didn't stick on one side none of my career. So it's just good to just both us get used to just going both ways for real.
So with these new special teams rules, I'm sure you guys are getting acclimated to the way that they're supposed to go and you're supposed to do things. What's the biggest change? What's the biggest difference, and how are you guys coming along with those changes?
Well, I mean, the biggest change is it's actually going to be a play now. Teams are incentivized to return the ball, and with player safety initiatives taking the forefront of the attention, they're taking a lot of the running off of the play itself. So, we're very interested, here in Pittsburgh with making sure that we have a full grasp on the rules because the rules are so fresh. And so, once we fully understand, what can be utilized and what advantage we can gain, then it's only then that we'll be able to start practicing.
Do you feel that doors going to be open for teams to maybe design routes for this kind of thing, or get creative in different ways with it?
Oh, 100%. But the thing is because they took all that running out, it's going to happen very quickly. So it almost turned into a glorified stretch play. I think that you're going to see a lot of explosive plays this year. I think that there's going to be a lot of touchdowns because once you get past that first layer, there's no one else there. You don't have the time for safeties to fold behind. There's not multiple layers with guys running down the field at different speeds. It's going to be a very impactful play, and I think you're going to see a lot of explosiveness come from that area of the game.
You guys got anybody that can maybe take advantage of that on this roster?
I don't know. I'd have to look. No, I think we'll be okay. I think we have the talent to get things done, and then it's just going to be a matter of making sure that we have a cohesive unit to block for our explosive guys that we have back there.
But I mean, even Patterson is accomplished as he's been. It's different for him too, right?
100%. It's different for all of us. We don't, as much as we can speculate, unless we played in the XFL or the UFL, we've never done this before. And so it's going to be fresh for all of us. I think that there's going to be a lot more people watching this Hall of Fame game than ever before, myself included. It's probably going to take the place of one of our meetings because, we just want to see it real time.
How about as far as defending it? How much time you guys spend into that?
Oh man, I'm a teams guy. I love it. I love talking about it. I love theorizing about it. We are going to be making sure that we are practicing every single facet of this new play.
You can't see a scenario where the kicker would actually have to make a tackle.
Oh yeah, I do. I do see a scenario. That's one thing that I'm telling you that we've seen from the other leagues.
Because sometimes those guys are, let's say, reluctant.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about some of those personalities. I don't know who you're talking about, but
just
some kickers maybe don't want to do it.
I'm
right?
sure you've been in games, you've seen the guy kind of run away or
I know what you're talking about.
Take an angle that.
We will do everything within our power to make sure our kickers don't have to get involved, but if they do, I know that they'll answer the call.
What's the most difficult part about defending it? so far that you've learned about it?
Technique is going to be paramount. I think a lot of times guys could get away from technique with just speed or pure aggression because there was time and distance to do so. But now it's going to be all technique because it's going to be close quarters combat right now. I mean, you're not going to be able to hide behind speed. It's going to be really quick. It's going to be fast, and guys are going to have to drop, get their blocks, and guys on the kickoff team are going to have to defeat those blocks very quickly, very efficiently, and they can't get reached. They can't get out of their gaps because it's going to be a touchdown.
Miles, you had the opportunity to maybe go elsewhere this year. What does it mean to be back here in Pittsburgh?
I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler. I love it here. Cut me and I'm gonna bleed black and yellow. This is where I was meant to be, and I can't wait to go to battle with these guys. We got some new guys, who are going to be doing war with us, and I can't wait to get out there with them.
Did making All-Pro open up some doors, though, that might not have been open before?
I think being a Steeler opened up some doors, and I don't take it for granted. Every single second that I'm here, I love it. I appreciate the history, and I want to add to it.
What's different this year for you, and where are you at health-wise? How do you think that's impacting you this year?
I say this year was different for me personally. Just me kind of know the ropes of the NFL a little bit more. Last year was my rookie year, so I'm going into it like I don't really know what to expect. But this year I feel like I kind of got more of a grasp of things. So, what was the second part?
Do you expect big things this year?
Personally, I do. I just, at the same time, it's like my work, like I still got to build trust with the OC for him to call whatever you want to call. Still got to build trust with the QBs and things like that, but I think so.
How much fun is it being a tight end in this offense? You mentioned kind of building trust with the OC, but it seems like he does like to use tight ends a whole lot in the way that he runs the scheme.
No, for sure. For me, it's very exciting. Definitely in a tight end friendly offense. It's just out there, different schemes from last year. So just going against our own defense. So they kind of expect last year, but then when we switch it up, kind of just they be like, whatever. So it's kind of adjustment for them as well. But it's for sure exciting being in this offense.
Do you think it gives you an opportunity to showcase what you can do as a pass catcher? I mean, I know that there's been a lot of talk about how good you are as a blocker, but being able to use that part of your skill set, how exciting is that?
No, for sure. It's very exciting. Definitely, getting a chance to showcase that because, last year, I ain't going to say I had a big impact in that role, but I feel like I may have a little bit more impact this year coming up. So I feel like it's going to be an exciting year for that, and just kind of can't wait and just got to just wait and see, I guess.
Was there anything you wanted to work on when you started to learn what this offense would be like? You're like, oh, I need to get sharper here, or I need to work on this when you learned about Arthur Smith?
Nah, 100%. I say this all the time. Getting in and out of breaks. Because I feel like that's kind of like the key things in route running, like one of the most important. Because it's kind of hard if you can't really get in and out of breaks, and then it's like throw some of the timing off. Everything is like a timing thing. So for sure, that's like the number one.
Did you work with anyone specifically, or how did you go and attack it?
Personally, are you saying like off season?
Yeah.
No one really in this level. It's just kind of like by myself on my own, kind of doing like cone drills, things like that, or a little bit of sand workouts, things like that.
You get chased around by your kids. I mean, you use them to help you get in and out of breaks.
Nah, yeah, a little bit. I mean, kids are kids, but I always want to play, but for sure, yeah.
Darnell, why do you think you're going to have a bigger impact this year?
Is that why?
Yeah.
It's just more of a gut feeling, kind of just going with my gut, and, I'm just really excited this year. So, not saying I wasn't excited last year, but, just trying to improve on year one, going into year two.
I know it's early, but what's the biggest change that you've seen in the offense from last year to this year?
One of the things I just say, like the route tree. That's probably one of my main things.
Do you think it's going to be beneficial to everybody in the room?
100%. Throwing multiple tight ends in there at once can mess some defenses up, and so I feel like that's part of the game. So.
You're 2 weeks into this thing. How has been that process of developing that rapport with Russ and with Justin?
2 weeks in. I say. Wait, repeat that again?
You're 2 weeks into this thing. How's the process been of building that rapport with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields?
The process is fun, but College, but it just takes time. 2 weeks is. I guess I'm not going to say too little, but it's still a lot of time, a lot of ball. We playing. We just look, trying to improve day by day, and not really looking into the future. Just trying to focus on today and things like that. But yeah.